Hello everyone, welcome to Kester Squad. So today I will guide you how you can apply for scholarships in University of Oxford for graduate scholarships. So before I start my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon button. Let's start the video. So guys, this is the home page of University of Oxford, and if you scroll down here you can see some about eligibility and how to apply. If you click here eligibility, so from here, by clicking here, you can check eligible courses and eligible countries. You must be applying to start a new graduate course at Oxford. Please review the information below to see the complete list of eligible courses. You must also be ordinary resident in one of the eligible countries listed. So in order to be considered for this scholarship, you must select the Weidenfeld-Hoffmann Scholarship and Leadership Program in the University of Oxford Scholarship section of the university's graduate application form and submit your application for graduate study by the relevant December or January deadline for your course. So see the relevant course page for the deadline applicable to your course. So click here. From here, first of all, search for your course. Is it available or not? So from here, select full-time, part-time or mixed full-time. So you can select research course level for which you are applying, masters or doctors. So I click here masters. From here, select your program. For example, if I select this biology, then there is no courses that match the search criteria. For example, if we select from here computer science, so masters in computer science available and full-time expected length 1 year. So if we click here MSc in advanced computer science, scroll down. From here you can check some informations about department and courses. So click here how to apply. You are not required to contact academic members of staff prior to submitting an application. The set of documents you should send with your application to this course comprises the following. So first, prepare all these documents: official transcripts, CV, statement of purpose, personal statement, references and or letter of recommendation. 3. Overall generally academic. Scroll down here, start or continue an application. There are 5 steps. First step is read our guide to getting started, which explain how to prepare for and start an application. So by clicking here you can check some guidance. Check that you meet the entry requirement and read the how to apply information on this page. Check the deadline on this page and the deadline information in our application guidelines. Plan your time to submit your application well in advance. We recommend 2 or 3 weeks earlier. Check if you are eligible for an application fee waiver. So in some cases fee will be waiver. So check you are eligible for application fee waiver or not by clicking here. UK applicants from low income background who meet the eligibility criteria. Residents in a country on our low income countries list. So if your country is in this list, then you also your fee also waiver. Current Oxford graduate taught students applying for readmission to ineligible courses and additional application to selected research courses that are closely related to your first application. Then 5th is start your application using the relevant link below. As you complete the form, consult our application guide for advice at each stage. You will find the answer to most common queries in our packs. So by clicking here you can check application guides. So let's apply guys. Click here. If you have already an account on this website, then just log in. Otherwise, from here create account. So here give your details, your given name, family name, then here date of birth, your email address, again confirm email address, write your password, confirm password, check this box and click here proceed. So after creating account, just click here proceed. So this is current application and selected course MSc in Advanced Computer Science. So first is application type. First of all, you have to select the application type from here. So standard, and click here save and proceed. So next is course. About your courses, dates unavailable for interview or visit. So from here you can check about this, but this is not necessary, you can skip this. Do you intend to apply for a research degree after completing this course? Yes, no, or unsure. You can also skip this portion, and this is necessary. You have to select the college preferences. So from here select the college according to your preference. Otherwise click this I have no college preference and save and proceed. Third is contact details. Your names will be used as entered here, both of visa application and for your student card. If you will require a visa, you must ensure that your name details exactly match those in your current passport. Your full name is currently recorded as this. So first of all, from here select your title, given name and preferred given name. Then here write your family name. Do you have a previous family name, surname? From here select yes or no. And do you have a previous given name? From here select your gender. Next is email and telephone number. So here write your telephone number. So from here first select your country code and then write your number. You can give alternative email address and alternate telephone number also. Next is home address. If your address is outside the United Kingdom, type it below. If your address is within the United Kingdom, select England, Northern Ireland, Scotland or Wales as the country, enter the passcode, click find my UK address and select the address. If the address is not found, type it below. So first of all, from here select your country, then here write your postcode, zip code, and here enter your home address in line 1. You can write in line 2 and 3. Write your city name, state, province. Is the above address also be used for written correspondence? Yes or no. Second is correspondent address. Correspondence address mean your current address and home address mean your permanent address. So here give the information of your correspondence address, country, zip code, city, province, and effective dates means your agreement dates from to. Here give the dates. Nominated third party. Do you wish to provide details of any nominated third party? Yes or no. And after this just click here save and proceed. Okay, next is about you. So the details you provide on this page will be used to determine your fee status and eligibility for many scholarships. The detail you given below should reflect your current situation at the date you submit your application form. So first is nationality. In this section, give details of your country of which you have nationality and the start date. If you have been a national of country since birth, use your birth date as the from date under start date of nationality. These only include nationalities that you currently hold. So country of birth, select. From here select your nationality. Start date of nationality. So here if you live in a country, if you have only the one nationality, then here write your date of birth in start date of nationality. Do you hold dual nationality? Yes or no. Do you expect to require a visa to enter the UK for your study? Yes, no, or uncertain. So from here select the. If you do not hold a UK or Irish passport or do not have settled or pre-settled status under the EU settlement scheme, you will need a visa to study in the UK. So do you here select yes. Next is passport details. Please provide the details of the passport you intend to use to enter the UK. Here write your passport number, country of issue, say your passport issue date and expiry date, ordinary residence and leave to remain. So current country of ordinary residence. Here from here select your country. If you have been ordinary resident in a different country during the last 6 years, please enter detail of the most recent. So if you are leaving to another country from last 6 years, then give the information of that country from here, from country of residence, and dates from to. If you are not a UK national but you are currently living in the UK, do you have indefinite leave to remain status granted on the basis of long-term residency which has been entered into your passport. If you an EU other than EEA or Swiss national, do you have settled status granted under the EU settlement scheme in the UK? So give the answer of this question. These two can be skipped and this is necessary. Next is ethnicity. With which ethnic group do you most identify? So from here select according to you. Religion and belief, select your religion. What is your sexual orientation? Okay, so from here select your gender identity. Is your gender identity the same as the gender you were assigned at birth? Yes, no, or yes. Socio-economic background, were you educated in the UK for your secondary education? Yes or no. If your primary or secondary education was in the UK, were you ever entitled to free school meals? So answer these questions. Next is disabilities including long-term health condition and specific learning difficulties. Do you have any disabilities, long-term health conditions? Yes, no, or prefer not to say. Accommodation, do you intend to apply for accommodation owned by the college? Yes or no? Yes. And after filling all this, just click here save and proceed. Next is referees. So do not select a date later than the deadline to which you are applying, as references also need to submit it by that deadline. So from here select the deadline. Give the information of first referee, title, given name, email address, role, and I'm ready for a reference request to be sent to this referee when I leave this page. Check this box. Give the information of second referee, third referee, and after this just click here save and proceed. So after referees, next is qualifications. Please enter your previous and current qualifications, newest first. You should include details of all qualification gained at degree level, university and above, but not earlier education. So for further guidance, please see our application guide if any. So here write your institution name, your last degree institution name, your qualification. So qualification obtained or intended. Right here. Write to a main subject, then second subject, if applicable, not necessary. Then actual or expected date, when your degree complete or will be complete. If other result, please specify your start date, degree start date. Have you completed this qualification and receive your final award? Yes or no. Date of expected actual completion. So if your degree is not completed, and then give the date, expected date of your degree completion. From here month and then year. So if you want to add some other qualification, then click here add another qualification and give the information of other qualification. So this is if you require a student visa, please give detail below of any period of study in the UK that are not already listed below. So please list start and end date, course title, leave and instruction. So if you stay in UK or you are studying in UK, then give the information here. Other degree level study, have you undertaken degree level study at any institution which you have not completed, excluding any qualification you are currently working towards? So from here select yes or no. Are you planning to begin or to continue studying for a degree at any institution at the same time as you would be studying at Oxford for the course for which you are now applying? Yes or no. Other admission test. For further information on whether a GRE score is required, please see your application guide. So by clicking here you can check either GRE is necessary or you can skip this. Do you have a GRE score to report? Yes or no. Extenuating circumstances. If your application has been affected by COVID-19 pandemic or any other exceptional personal circumstances, please indicate which of the following are relevant to you. Some of my teaching or assessment did not occur. Yes or no. My research project could not take place to be completed. I was awarded an unclassified degree due to pandemic. So this is optional. If you have situation like this, then fill this and click here save and proceed. So next is languages. English language skill. Is English your first language? Yes or no? Have you completed a course under a child student visa? Yes or no? English language proficiency. I am uploading with this application result for TOEFL. Are you uploading for TOEFL? If you upload the IELTS result, then check this. Camry certificate. So from here, check the box or check that box which certificate you have. Then English language test waivers. English language test waiver requests are granted at the discretion of the academic department. You may apply for an English language test waiver if you have successfully completed or are currently completing a degree level course that satisfy all of the following. Full time, at least 9 months in duration, undertaken at a recognized institution where teaching and assessment throughout the course is undertaken entirely in English. Completed within 2 years of the start date of the course to which you are applying. So if you satisfy all these points, then I'm requesting a waiver on the basis of my previous study and confirm that my previous study meets the English language requirements specified above. So please select the country of the institution on which your waiver request is based. So from here, select the country. Knowledge of other language. From here you can select any other language. If you have the skills of language, then from here select the ability of reading, writing, speaking and undertaking. Add another language. If you want to add another language information, then by clicking here you can add. Then click here save and proceed. So next is funding. Departmental studentship application. From time to time, departments may have add HOC funding which is advertised via the department. Applications for this funding require a code from the advertisement to be quoted below. Are you applying for an advertised studentship competitions? Yes or no? Advertise. If yes, then give the advertised reference code. These codes are only for specific studentship rather than wider scholarship schemes. You will be able to find the code on the academic department web pages where the studentship is advertised. So from here select the scholarship for which you are applying. So Weidenfeld Hoffman Scholarship and Leadership Program, check this and click here save and proceed. Next is supporting documents. Please upload your supporting documents below. All applications require supporting documents to be submitted to make them complete. Please check which documents are required for this course. By clicking here you can check which documents you require. Documents that do not follow these specifications in the how to apply section of the course page will be removed from your application. If any required document are missing, the department may not assess your application. So be careful guys. Here upload instruction slots to upload documents will be provided. Transcript comprising a detailed record of your studies including courses taken and grades achieved should be uploaded for all higher education that you have undertaken. Up to 5 documents can be uploaded in transcript. So from here check the choose file and upload your transcript. Upload your CV, statement of purpose, then English language test waiver evidence. So you have to upload your English language test waiver evidence. You can get any type of certificate for evidence from your university from where you get degree in English. So upload the document here. Scholarship supporting statements. You have applied for one or more University of Oxford scholarship that require you to submit a supporting statement to complete your scholarship application. Please upload a separate supporting statement for each scholarship listed below. So we select only this scholarship. So here give the supporting statement for this scholarship and here click here save and proceed. So last is declaration. Before submitting your application, we strongly recommend taking a look at our pre-submission checklist. So if you want to check your information either is correct or not, and after checking scroll down. So I agree to the above terms and conditions including the payment terms, data protection notice and declaration. Check this box. So here type your name and number of successfully uploaded documents for the application is 5. So after writing here your name, just click here pay and submit. So this is the cost of application fee. If we click here pay now, so click here continue. So here write the card holder name and then contact telephone number and then click here continue. So after this, just from here select your card type and then write your card number, card security code, your card expiry date, start date, and then click here continue. So when you pay the fee, just wait for admission. They will inform you by email. Hope you guys understand how you can apply for Oxford University Graduate Scholarship. If you have any question related to this scholarship, then ask me in comment section. I will be happy to answer all your queries. If you like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon button. See you in another interesting and informative video. Take care. Bye bye.